So hello everybody and welcome back to another merchandise update, and I haven't said that in a couple months. I do apologise for that, guys. I just haven't been purchasing as much recently. But with that said, let's go on and show off the first item of the day, which in fact is a Doctor Who DVD, which I don't think I've showcased in the merchandise video for a little while, so I thought I'd go and show this off. Most of the people who have kept up with the channel know what item this is, but I'll just show it off anyway. So obviously this does come with the slip case, but I opted to have it on display like this because I like the classic sort of design with the roundels from the classic series on there. It kind of fits with the rest of my DVDs, and plus I don't really like the new Doctor Who logo for Series 11. Mine unfortunately did get cracked. I'm not sure how that happened, but there's a crack there which I was very upset about. And there's a dent in the top bit there. I don't know if I can focus. Oh, whatever, you get what I mean. Which is a shame, because, you know, obviously you want it to be brand new if you buy it for such a price. But yeah, this is like a 2-disc set, and I think it has a black and white version, it has a coloured version, and then it has a telesnap version which you can watch. So this set does leave a lot, so that the viewer can watch in any form that they want, which is why this release is so gorgeous. I haven't actually watched it yet, but when I do, I might see if I can get a review out of it if I have the time, because it's a very, very hectic time of year for me at the moment. But yeah, the Macra Terror, I am very, very happy to have it. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to watching it when I get around to doing it. So yeah, there you go. Okay, now we're moving on to a non-Doctor Who item, which is, in fact, 2 CDs. One of them being Avenged Sevenfold's Waking the Fallen, and the other one being Disturbed's Immortalised. Two of the so both of these albums are like some of the first albums that I've ever listened to of their respected bands, which is why I'm very, very happy to have them. This one, obviously, me and Kane jammed to a lot when we were younger, which is really, really cool that I finally have it as a physical copy. And then this one is one that I listen to religiously in the mornings when I was out on like a morning walk. But both of them are equally as good as each other, really, and if you're into that sort of music, then I'd highly recommend you picking them up, because they are absolutely brilliant releases. But yeah, these two albums are brilliant. So with that said, let's move on to the last items in this collection. Okay, and now moving on to the next item in this collection is one that I am really sad to say that I have and I've read, and it's over. So this is not a Doctor Who item, by the way. It is volume 32 of The Walking Dead. So I got this comic 4 days ago from when I'm recording this, and it's the last instalment of The Walking Dead comics, in case anyone has been living under a rock in terms of The Walking Dead. And it came out of nowhere, and considering the issues came out before the big fat graphic novels, I deliberately avoided spoilers online like a plague, because I'd nearly spoilt something really, really bad, which I'm glad I didn't spoil now I've read it. But now the story is over, at least with the comics. What I'm going to say is the show is never going to live up to the ending that the comics had. That's all I'm going to say. Much fatter than any other graphic novel of The Walking Dead we've ever had. Amazing, the ending, I just want to say. The whole comic is amazing. It's not my favourite volume of The Walking Dead. It probably have to still be number 14 or number 8, or maybe number 20 or 21, or number 24. There are a lot of great ones, let's just say that. This one's great though, this one's a great addition, and I'm really, really sad that it's over now, because I've been reading the Walking Dead comics since I was, I think 13 or 12, I believe I was that age, and I've loved it ever since, and now I'm 19, and now it's over. But with that said, an amazing volume, amazing addition to the story, and I'm so upset that it's over. I don't know what to say else about it though, but look how big this volume is. It's over, guys. I mean, the TV show's still going, so you have that at least. And we always have good old Doctor Who, and yeah, speaking of which, let's move on to the last items in this collection video. So these last items you guys know that I have and I got recently. So this part of the video is really just so that we can look at them up close, so we'll just do that. So the first one is the 11th Doctor Collector's Set, which features his two primary companions, well, Oswin, not Clara, and then Amy. So with that said, we will just open this box and have a closer look at the figures. So yeah, let's just get on with it. So just let me get this out. So we'll look at Amy first. Sorry about that. So here's Amy. Obviously she has the denim jacket. Yeah, I feel like the detail on this Amy figure is the best Amy that I have, because I only have one other. Why is the camera not focusing? Work with me, camera, come on. So yeah, and then I think the detail on this figure is phenomenal. I really like the detail. I think it works so well. But yeah, so that was the Amy figure. So we'll move on to the Clara figure, the Oswin figure, sorry. So yeah. Okay, so we have the Oswin figure. Okay, so this figure I can see a lot of problems with. Easily the weakest figure of this set, and probably one of the most stupid figures I've bought to current date. Firstly, you can't stand her up with her legs that are doing that. And it's not even that it's one, it's both of them, which probably would have been better, but no. And the likeness isn't even as good as it should be, really. It doesn't really show off Oswin that well. To me it doesn't, at least. I feel like it could be a lot better. I mean, it works, I suppose, but I'm a tiny bit disappointed in this figure, to be honest. Okay, so this figure is easily the best figure of the 11th Doctor set, collector's set, because it's this variant, and I love this variant so much. They've done an amazing job with the Time of the Doctor variant. I like how they've got brown trousers instead of dark blue ones, and the boots are good. I just love the costume and how well detailed his torso is, really. It's just so well done. It's just such a good figure. I can't believe I got it. It's just so good. I would recommend buying this set for this figure and the Amy one, because they are both really good figures, even if the Oswin one is a bit worse for wear. I'm not sure if it's just my one, but it really isn't that good. But no, this figure is brilliant, and I would highly recommend getting it for this figure. Okay, so the 11th Doctor set is out of the way, so let's move on to the 70s set. So we'll just open this up, and then we'll look at the figures individually like the other one, if I can open it up. There you go. Okay, so we'll start with the Auton. I'm very impressed in the Auton figure, though it's probably as easy as anything to make an Auton figure. I feel like it is really cool. I feel like it's actually done really well, considering how easy it is. They've actually put enough detail in there to actually do him justice, the Auton, because it just gives that lifeless feeling in his eyes. And the gun, I think it's a good figure. Very simple, but I feel like it works, and I'm glad that I finally have an Auton in my collection. So that's why I like this figure. So yeah, and I've not really much to say on this figure. It just looks good. I wish his scarf cravat could have been painted a slightly different colour, but oh well, what can you do? I feel like it's a good enough figure, and it works, and I'm happy that I've got one now. Now we move on to the Brigadier, which is easily the coolest part of this set of figures, I think. Though you are free to disagree with me. Yeah. So yeah, the Brigadier, oh my god, I am I'm over the moon that I finally got a Brigadier, and I'm so happy with how he looks. He's just, oh, I'm so happy I have a Brigadier. I just don't know what else to say. I wish he had like an accessory with him, like the stick that he points at the Doctor when he's furious or whatever, or maybe a gun or something. But I feel like I'm happy that I finally got a Brigadier. That's what's important with that. And the detail, it really captures Nicholas Courtney perfectly. I feel like the costume works as well, and I love the figure. I absolutely love it. So yeah. With that said, let's move on to the Doctor. So here's the Edwardian 4th Doctor. So yeah, this figure is another highlight of my figure collection, really. I am really happy I have this variant now. I can see they obviously used the Jon Pertwee like torso and gave it to Tom Baker, you know, for the overcoat that he's got and the waistcoat underneath, like the suit jacket. Just like any Tom Baker figure, you've captured the Tom Baker's likeness perfectly. I feel like the costume really does Talons of Wing Shining justice. I think it really works. I'm really glad I've got this variant now, and obviously with the Brigadier and the Doctor alone, let alone the Auton that comes with it, that makes the 70s figure set easily better out of the two that I've got. Though I am happy I got the 11th Doctor set. I feel like this one takes the cake, no joke, because the Brig is just so cool. It's just so cool. So yeah, with that said, let's wrap up all the items and round off this video together then, shall we? Okay, so here are all the items displayed together at the end of this video. So yeah, I had a great slew of items this time. Sorry once again that I haven't been collecting as much recently. It's just money and time and energy that I have limited of, and I have to prioritise things at this age. But yeah, there you go, that's all of the stuff. A good amount of Doctor Who this time. And obviously, really sad I'm never going to get a Walking Dead comic ever again. These two albums were great, and yeah, great Doctor Who sets, and obviously a great DVD release in the middle there. So yeah, with that said, let's end off this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in a DVD collection in the next week or so. So goodbye.